Hey guys, welcome in. Welcome to the garage / shop. Appreciate you stopping in and visiting our channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell a friend about this channel because there's some good stuff on here. So today we're going to talk about 2025 KTM 350 and some modifications you can do to yours. It's not really in depth, but here are some basic things that you may or may not know. Apologies on the shop being a little bit messy and a little bit janky with the hose and all these things. We're in the process of moving to a bigger shop over on my dad's property. So we're gonna have some more shop videos, some more how-tos, and just trying to evolve this whole thing right here. So try not to make this video too long for you guys. So if you're looking for a little bit more power, a little more comfort out of your KTM 350, there is nothing better, more fun to ride than a KTM 350. I do need to take my own advice at times and ride this thing more because I'm an idiot and I probably should have raced this at Loretta Lynn's, but nonetheless, you guys can learn from my mistakes and have a great time on a KTM 350. If you guys don't need 450 power, too much power, you're just getting back into dirt bikes and are 200 plus pounds or just don't want a 450, the KTM 350 platform is unbelievable. It is a great motorcycle. So there is some things to improve it. It's not the most comfortable chassis or suspension on the market because it comes with an air fork, but the air fork technology has improved and is a lot better than it used to be. So things that we've done really quick, I'm not saying top 5 mods, but mods that I think make a difference without busting into your engine. This bike is going back to KTM, so we're putting it back to stock today. It's going back so we get our new bike. So here are some things that stood out to me when I rode this bike over the course of 8 months or so. This was a garage build that we did with XPR, and we did a dual injector, but that is a separate video. You can check that up on racerxonline.com. So Kiefer, what do you do to get a little bit more power, a little more torque? Simple. 2023 and up FMF Megabomb 250 SXF head pipe. That is different from the 350 head pipe. 250 head pipe will mate up to a 350 muffler, and that'll get you some more low end. No, this will not work on the stock side of things, only on the FMF side of things. So looking for some more low end, some more torque, some more snap. KTM 250 head pipe mated to a 4.1 muffler. Really good modification. We talked about this before. And it is a shorter head pipe, you can see, compared to a standard FMF 350. And that'll get you some more low end and some more torque out of corners if you want some more snap. Nothing wrong with the stock muffler. It is a great muffler, but if you're looking for a little bit more, the FMF is the best, in my opinion, not paying me, no money involved here, for the KTM 350. It is the best. The most long-lasting durable muffler is an Akrapovic. You guys hear me talk about that, but this right here, muffler packing, will last you about 15 hours before you pack it. It is important to pack these things consistently for performance and the safety of your can. Otherwise, you'll burn the shit out of your can, and then you're paying more money. So KTM 250 SXF head pipe from FMF. Again, 2023 and up. Inside of there is an XPR exhaust flange that comes out of that cylinder head. It matches the ports better than the stock one, and that simply gives you more low-end RPM response. You like how I move my hand here when I say that? Because that gives you that wop, 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 wop. I can't make the 4-stroke sound, so we revert to 2-stroke. But nonetheless, the easiest way I can explain it for you guys is going from pump gas to race fuel. That snappiness, that crispness, that is what you'll get from that exhaust flange. So about 250 bucks, get a little more response. It will work with the stock system. It does help, but I mated that up with that FMF system, and it's helped tremendously as far as getting that RPM back up really quick if I'm getting lazy. Again, 450 riders, a lot of 450s over here, and it helps pick up on this KTM 350 engine. Again, light revving engine, fun engine, but need a little bit more torque. Just buy a 450, Kiefer, just buy a 450. No, 450 crank inertia mass is heavier, this thing isn't. So when you add horsepower to the 350 model, hello fun, hello snappiness, and hello smiles. I love riding this thing, especially when we just came back from Mesquite, and it is fun when it's deep, ruddy, bike feels light, and this piece, as well as that piece in there, helps that along. Really quick before we move on here, vented airbox cover is what I prefer for some more throttle response. And then I'm sure you guys know this, but nonetheless, don't worry about the dirty filter. There's a screen in there. You can just simply go to a KTM 250SX two-stroke cage, and that will help throttle response as well. Moving on to the suspension side of things, we could dive into the chassis and the engine mounts and all the things, but let's keep it simple. Maybe not inexpensive, but simple. KYB inserts into an REP revalve suspension setup. If you guys are looking and you're old school, you got gray hair like me, spring fork has the most comfort, has the most front tire contact feel. You'll be able to corner better. You have more bump absorption, plain and simple. The air fork is okay. It has decent comfort, but you'll babysit it. I don't want to babysit shit when I'm at the track. I want to ride my dirt bike. So spring fork is a great option. KYB, the best option. Just under that, to me, WP 6500 kit is also good, but also KTM now comes with a spring fork on the off-road models, which is great. I love that fork as well. It's just soft, but I've tried a few. The two that stand out to me is the KYB conversion as well as the WP 6500 kit, and that gives you the maximum, to me, comfort up front. Another piece that really helps this bike is going to an aftermarket triple clamp. This clamp is pretty stiff. You can go to a Ride Engineering 23.5 millimeter clamp. We don't have one here because, like I said, we're taking everything back to stock and giving it back to KTM, but that will help straight line stability. This bike needs that a little bit since KTM went to a stiffer nature chassis, I think in 2023. So this will help as well. Moving on to the shock. I have no problem with the stock shock, just need a revalve and a respring for me. I'm 180 pounds. It is soft in stock form. If you guys are complaining about being an ass end low, and what I mean by ass end low is acceleration, you always feel like you're falling off the back or your ass end's really low. Some of you guys are on a 98 millimeters of sag. Don't do that. Get a REP linkage that brings everything back up. You can maybe adjust your spring rate again, and then have a normal sag setting of 105 millimeters of sag. So the linkage on the KTM isn't the greatest, and that really just makes everything feel low and harsh as you're accelerating out of a corner, especially if you guys live on the East Coast and there's deep ruts. Another linkage like the REP system brings everything back up and evens that bike out, and there's no fore aft movement. There's less of that, so you have a balanced chassis within rough conditions and better rear wheel traction, so that is also a plus. Stupid little things like going to a Honda rear brake pedal spring. These things break. I break them all the time. I don't know what it is, but KTM sucks when it comes to rear brake pedal springs. They're great on clutches. They suck on rear brake pedal springs. Go to a Honda CRF black rear brake pedal spring, or you can go to a Fastco. They have theirs. It's pretty nice as well. Other than that, man, my Cockpit 672 fat bar, I like that. We put lock-ons because that's what they come with, but I prefer glue-ons. But if you are going to lock-on, haven't tried Renthal lock-ons, try that. They're dual locked, so no slippage, and they have good comfort for lock-on style grips. VP, if you guys are wondering, hey, I'm a T4 guy, Chris, fuel pumps are going out, what do I do? RX96, if you're our VP guy, that's a replacement for T4. VP is working on solving the T4 problem, so relax, it'll happen. But I ran T4 in this, had no problems with the fuel pump, but now I'm running RX96 just for right now until the T4 problem kind of resolves itself. If you don't know what that is, listen to my podcast. It'll tell you all about it. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm on stock gearing. Any questions about this KTM 350 or what you should do to yours? Chris at KieferInkTesting.com. That's the place. I'm here to help you. Virtual door, wide open for y'all. Come and ask. I'm happy to help. There's torque settings for swing arm pivot and axle. I'm on stock gearing. I obviously have a different chain that's going back to stock, so stock chain, stock gearing. And yeah, we're working our way through our shop right now. Sorry about the mess. the jankiness of it, but we're in the process of switching it all up here. Great bike, fun bike. You're gonna see more of that in 2026. KTM 350 SXF. Doesn't need a lot. If you guys are just having fun, goofing off, you don't need a spring fork. Air fork's fine. You're just gonna have to babysit it and check the air a lot as you enter the track, maybe in between motos, and then it's not bad. But if you want the most comfort, go to a spring fork. That's my recommendation here. Good times, people. XPR, they do great work. Get that exhaust flange, not that expensive. And if you have a stock muffler, it does give you some more of that throttle response. They do have dual injector systems that you can watch over on RacerX All On, like I said. That increases the power even more. We use the Vortex on this, but that fuel RX96 does work with stock ECU, and it gives you more low end power right there. So you can use your stock ECU, don't need to remap it, and it really does help. So just a few tips for you guys on your KTM 350. Great motorcycle, more manufactured, should make 350 size because the church is alive and well, and us older dudes love it. So cheers. Hope you guys like these videos. Get a like, tell some people, and hopefully this new shop will be coming along. We'll have some videos coming from them. And we got Aiden's bikes over here. Spoil little, you know what, got enough boots. Guys, any questions, hit me up. Happy to help. See you guys in the next video.